I'm gonna read only fantasy books for a week. But I'm feeling hopeful that I will like the end of this book and all. The words, the scenery, the atmosphere. I just got in a big box of books and I want to show you what I got. It's crazy. A lot of books. So first up, Uprooted. I read this before. I wanted to have a copy of this for a while. I remember it being very nice, a fantasy standalone with a nice setting and very, very, very good writing. And then I got Daughter of Smoke and Bone from the author of Strange the Dreamer that I recently read and enjoyed. And then I got this one, Mexican Gothic, about a kind of like a little bit like Rebecca and Jane Eyre, female protagonist in an ancient house filled with disturbing secrets, because it's very hot here where I live, and I feel like this would be perfect, as well as this one, Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I haven't read a book by Adrienne Young before, but I've been seeing her other book a lot. It sounds like late summer, spooky, beginning of autumn vibes. Then I got Howl's Moving Castle because I'm really in love with the movie, and I heard that the book is very different than the movie. And then I picked up the Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. This is a book about a bookshop owner. Someone commented that I should try this one, and I've read Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Sevin, the author of this one, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of my favorite books of all times, and it wasn't my favorite book about a video game that I ever read. I read a lot of books about video games. It's kind of one of my favorite genres is reading about video games, because I feel like in books the video games sound so much better than they are in real life. I don't know why this is a thing that I feel like. Let me know if you read other books about video games, and I find it kind of hard to find more books in this genre, if this even is a genre. So yeah, but yeah, books about bookshops. This one, we will see if I like it. And then I have this one to finish, The Gilded Wolves, which I've read a fourth of the book today and yesterday night. It hasn't really picked up yet. I'm not very interested in the characters at the moment, in the story as well, so I might do that this afternoon because it's the weekend right now, and I feel like I should read more this afternoon. But I also want to play a little bit of Grounded, and it's very hot today, so there's no need to go outside. Time to sit down and finish this book. I'm about 100 pages away from finishing it, and I do feel like it took me a long time to get into the vibe of the story, about 200 pages, and then it picked up. I really like the story about the characters. It's kind of a found family group of kind of thieves. They're doing a lot of heists and have to solve a lot of mysteries. It feels a little bit like Six of Crows and a little bit like Indiana Jones, and I really enjoy it so far, and I'm very excited to finish this one and then decide if I want to read the second one as well. I also don't know if it's 2 or 3 books in the series, so alright. Good morning. It's Monday morning and I started reading this book last night. I'm about 80 pages in. This is the most beautifully written book I've read in a very, very, very long time. And the words, the scenery, the atmosphere in this is just pure autumn days. It might not be the right time to read this right now because it's very hot here, but also maybe it's the right time because it makes me long for those misty, foggy mornings. And this is taking place on an island full of apple trees and weird people. Yeah, it's good. It's very, very good. I'll see where the story takes me. I'm gonna continue it this afternoon after I've done some work and tell you more once I read more. Taking a little work break to read. This book is so beautiful. I only have a few pages left. Just received something in the mail. These are very cute. They're reversible. So they're both botanical illustrations that I made a weekish ago. This is too big for me to ship it. So I have an idea. These will be too big to ship for me. I don't want to ship large posters. I just want to ship my usual A5 mailers. I'm gonna fold this poster into A5, so I'm gonna fold it twice, once like this and then once more, and then I can put it into the mailer. These posters, obviously I can't sell them full price because they will have folds in them. Now I just have to figure out how to fold 25 of these, and then I also need to photograph them, and I need to figure out how I want to price them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. On another note, I finished reading Spells for Forgetting this morning, and I think I found a new favorite book. It's not my favorite book of all time, and I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars because in the end, I was the beginning was really atmospheric and immersive, but at the end it wasn't as written as atmospheric as before, and I kind of missed that. I felt like the writing did change a little bit, and if you have a chance to read this in autumn, that kind of will be the best time to read this, at the beginning of autumn or maybe the end of autumn. If I were to reread this, it would definitely be in autumn. And for the last book in this video, I'm gonna start with Howl's Moving Castle. I don't think I will finish this until Friday, which is when I started this video last week, but this will be the third book I read in this video, and I think I'm just gonna read a bit today. I just finished an animation because, I don't know, felt weird today. I didn't know what to do. I have a few family portraits I'm currently working on, but I just didn't feel like working on them today, so I kind of am taking a little break. These are very fun. I did one for spring, Valentine's Day and winter, and I'm very excited for the autumn ones as well, and I might set that as my phone wallpaper. And I am about halfway through this one. I've read 220 pages of 420. Yeah, so halfway through. I'm so sweaty. I read approximately 4 books this week, not quite, but nearly, and finished this one before filming this video. I think this one was very mid, and I'm not gonna think about it again, probably. We'll forget everything about it. As well as this one was quite cute, but as I'm trying to remember the characters in the plot a week after reading, it's kind of very foggy in my mind what happened, and I'm also not sure what happened at the end, so I probably will not be thinking about this a lot. It was a good fantasy book, but not for me. I found one of my new favorite books. This is probably my favorite book of 2024 so far, and I want to read more Adrian Young. And then I'm currently in the midst of finishing Howl's Moving Castle, which is more of a middle grade book than I thought it would be. It could be a lot shorter. Something about the stories just doesn't hit me as the movie does. Thank you so much for watching. Also, let me know if you have any fantasy book recommendations. And I have a few more books from the ones that I unpacked in this video that I haven't read yet, which I'm very excited for to read them. And we will see each other in the next one. Join me while I only read